Our next speaker is Francisco Solans, the CEO of Neodoo. Neodoo is a partner of Zentyal since a while, partner in Aragon. And well, we have been collaborating in the last maybe one year and something, and we have finally seen the partnership a few months ago. We are quite happy about how things are evolving in terms of business development and dealing with customers here in the area in collaboration with Neodoo. Okay.
I am sorry, but my English is not very well. But I'm going to try to speak very slowly. And if you don't understand something I tell, you can stop me, and I'm going to try to reply. This presentation is not a long presentation, and you are going to see that it's a very trivial presentation. All you are going to see, and I'm going to explain, is very obvious, but not all partners and clients think about these reflections. Well, a little introduction of our company. Neodoo Microsystem is a software company. We exist from 8-9 years ago. We are a software company, and we always have made middleware, okay? And this was our focus. And we are a very differential company because we haven't buy all kind of services. We only have worked with Java technology and Python technology. This is our context and our tools for working. Well, we always have worked with open source and open standards. For example, the most quotidian projects we have done are principally based on projects from Apache Foundation or GBoss community, and well, also another projects that in Java community everybody knows. And well, when we start working with Java, we were involved in open source movement, but also in Linux architectures. At the beginning, I remember that, for example, in a bank here in Aragon, they asked for us for construct an architecture with a Java application. It was a CRM application, and they wanted to construct this application with Windows on top. And we discovered in that moment that it was not possible, that it was a real situation that happens 7-8 years in the past. And where between this moment, we always have construct our applications using Linux architectures. Well, in some moments, the architectures are so complex or need disponibility 24/7 days, and we have to make high availability architectures with Linux operative system, but also with clustering with application server or Java EE application servers. And this was how our company started making middleware. It continues making middleware in Linux environment. And we decided 2-3 years ago that why we don't install or we don't give to our customers Linux solutions, because habitually these solutions was focused for big corporations, for big customers, for projects with a high level of money for investing, for making inversion. And we decided to translate this philosophy also with little and medium corporations. And well, when we decided to work and to install or to give to our customers, little, medium, and also big customers, Linux solutions, we discovered that our habitual work, for example, make a user a Samba user, or changing or make a configuration in a Squid, or all of traditional services that a Linux engineer use, we discovered that Zentyal was an application that led us to make the work faster than in manual or in console mode. And well, we discovered that we are able to make a Zentyal installation, and it was rentable. It was rentable for us. It was profitable for us to make this installation in all kinds of clients. But well, in the real context, in the real market, we discovered that yes, we know how to make Zentyal installation. We have a good level of Linux knowledge, and we can make good deployments. But we discovered that our customers needed more. For example, in a real situation, you go, for example, to a customer, and you can find, for example, Windows products. You can find that this customer also needs a real and a professional support. And for example, if you are a customer and you are focused in your business, it's not logical to stop your company because technology or because IT has a problem. And in the real life, a customer needs a 24/7 support, and this is very important. Well, with these problems, we discovered that we hasn't possibility to offer all of these services. It was an internal meditation, internal reflection, and we discovered that we cannot give to our clients the real service that is a compendium, an union of a lot of service and knowledge. And at this moment, we decide to choose or to look for somebody, a company, or an entity that can help us to offer to our customers the things that we are not capable to give. And this is the reason because we make a business alliance, a strategic alliance with another company. His name is Kalat, and he's a company that is focused in industrial computing and also in hostile work environment. They have a lot of experience in networks, in systems and communications. They also have a lot of experience in the coexistence or in the ecosystems between Windows and Linux solutions. They have worked a lot in data centers, in storage, in cloud solutions. But one of the most important things that we need was the help desk. For us, prepare a help desk was and is very difficult because it's not so easy. For example, for the companies that want to be Zentyal partner, I think that they have to think about all the real service that the customer need from the partner. And help desk is something very important. Sometimes, if the infrastructure doesn't function, the company stops. And this is a very big problem. And well, for us, the solution was to make a strategic alliance with Calat. This is the start of thinking that is very important, the collaboration. We think that if you can find companies very different with a high level of specialization, and you can make a combination or an union, you are going to obtain an advantage, a competitive advantage. For example, if I try to make a help desk, I cannot do it in 1 month, in 1 year. I don't know which are the real costs. I don't know how I have to receive the incidents from the customer. There is a process that we have no time to learn. We have to make the service and start to make to sell a serious service. For example, in this situation, both companies are very complementary. For example, we are a company that works a lot with middleware. We not tend to think in hardware. We make functionality. For example, data mining, reports, applications with rules or rules motors. Things that functions in the back end of any application. But for example, this is an application with take data. We can see sensors in molino de viento. In one windmill. And for example, you can see a part that is an industrial part with sensors, with a microcontroller. And there is another part that is more only the middleware, only the software. And this is our scope of work. And well, returning to the aspect of collaboration, in this transparency, you can see that a real customer needs from a Zentyal partner, from a real service. And you can see that in a real environment, you have a network with his device. We have his desktops. You have your servers, printers, networks, electronics like gateways, routers, etc. But you have also software like the system operative. Sometimes you have virtualization. Sometimes you have applications, office application, and you have a lot of elements that you have to control. And it's very difficult that a single company can control all these infrastructure. You can see that, for example, when a customer has a problem, he needs a help desk. He asks to the help desk, and the mechanism, the processes has to apport or to has a remote support and also an on-site support. Okay. And in our example, for having this service that is a real situation, we have construct a collaborative environment. You can see that, for example, when a customer has a problem, he asks our help desk. In this situation, the help desk is offered by Calat. The help desk take the incidents, and at this point, we make a delegation of incidents, of tasks, and it depends on what tasks or what tasks you have to do. For example, if the printer, Samsung, Kinoka, doesn't function, we're going to repair these incidents with Calat personnel. If we have, for example, an error or an incident with Zentyal, or we have to configure or to create another user, we have we use a Neodoo personnel. But this is not all the chain doesn't stop here. If we are not able, or if we need more support, because we look for the excellence, we need manufacturers from the first level manufacturers. For example, we need to delegate some incidents to Zentyal. But sometimes we also need in our Linux architectures based in Ubuntu solutions, we need to ask, to demand, we need help from Canonical. And you can see we have a long chain of companies and elements that is helping all the chain, and the customer really doesn't know all the mechanism, but it has a very big pool of engineering that is working for his infrastructure. We can also see that we also have a strategic alliance with with companies that belongs to two associations. One is an association, a regional association here in Aragon, that is composed by 15 enterprise, all focused in open source. But we also, when we need this help, we also go to the national association, Azolif. In Azolif, there is 250 companies. An example, if a client asks for OpenRP solutions, we are able to find the OpenRP community, and we are able to find the best or the most relevant company that work with this product. This is an example. There is a lot of examples. And well, for the conclusion is that this collaborative environment led us to have a very quality service, because every engineer is specialized, is focused in his work, and his work, he knows to do it very, very well. It helps us to reduce also the cost, because the same task, when we do it in a repetitive mode, we can reduce the cost. We look for the excellence, and we look always for the first level manufacturers, because for us it's a symptom, a sign for give to the customer the best services. And well, we always go to the open source ecosystem, looking for communities, freelance companies, and all of people that can give us some knowledge for give a good service. And well, this is a little how we work in a collaborative mode. And with this word, I finish and want to give my acknowledgements for all people that are trying to understand me. And well, all these entities you are seeing here.
Well, thank you, Paco. I know that is quite an effort for you. That is a Spanish guy talking English in French accent, so at the end, it's quite complicated. But I think we understand, although that's the main issue. We understand what you said. We have a couple of minutes for questions. So I don't know if you have any doubt, any comment, any question. Please go ahead. Don't be afraid of the Paco accent. He's going to make it clear in the reply. So anyway, thank you very much, Paco, for